7 in the morning, right?
7:41.
And we're on our way to the hospital right now. This is definitely probably one of the scariest things that we have gone through with pregnancy. They had found some measurements on the baby's brain that was not completely in the normal range. I am doing the normal mother thing, which is bawling my eyes out and completely scared and terrified and worried to the max, because at the end of the day, nobody wants anything to be wrong with their baby. Last few moments of not knowing. I think I'm gonna have a heart attack. So I just finished my MRI, and let's just really hope that everything comes back A-okay. In my first trimester, I went for like all of the early scans, the genetic testing, the blood work for any potential abnormalities in the baby, and everything came back great. And then I had my 20-week ultrasound and everything looked great, except that I had placental previa. And so my doctor ordered for 27 weeks to get another ultrasound done just to see if it had moved. And during that ultrasound, I got a phone call from my doctor, and he had told me that on the good side, my placenta had moved. However, on the bad side, the ventricles in the baby's brain was measuring a little bit large. And then I had a big whole weekend where I had this major panic attack, and I was wondering what that meant, and just trying to mentally prepare myself for what my future was going to look like. And I got called to the hospital like the very next working day, to which I went through an hour ultrasound. The OBs came back and they said, "What do you even say about that? What do you take from that?" Okay, so blah, 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 doctor jargon, you're going for an MRI. What did she say was even wrong? That the baby's brain ventricles were actually measuring normal, and that my placenta had not moved. And so basically everything that they reported in that ultrasound was completely incorrect. They can't tell on the ultrasound, so they're gonna give us an MRI. It's a lot of worry. I don't even know if it's worth it. We're checking for the corpus callousum and the one ventricle. No, not ventricle. What is it even?
Choroid in the one ventricle.
The choroid in the one ventricle is a little bit big.
Fibrous or something.
Fibrous. And so she decided that just to be on the safe side, we would order up a full-blown MRI for something that wasn't even related to the 27-week ultrasound results. Just finished up at the hospital for a follow-up appointment. We went in to get my placenta checked to see what was going on, recheck the ventricles, look at the corpus callosum and all that kind of good stuff, and she said ventricles are great, placenta has not moved. They did finally get a great image of the corpus callosum, so that's not even an issue. However, I should still go for the MRI because the right choroid might be a little bit large. Today I am scheduling my MRI. I'm feeling a little, I don't know, stressed out, overwhelmed, frustrated with this whole process, probably. When I was talking to the OB about it, what's the plan to deal with the cholestasis, she said that that's actually something that they're not going to test for. Despite the fact that cholestasis comes with risks like stillbirth and preterm labor, and considering that I am still placental previa, I am confused. I am being sent for an MRI, but I'm not getting a blood test for a condition that I've had 3 times already. I don't even know what to say. MRIs are not fun. You think it can't get any worse? And then they're like, "Hey, pregnant lady, we're gonna get you to hold your breath."
Really?
In this tunnel. An anxiety attack in this tiny little tunnel. not moving, not holding, and holding my breath. So then when I was done, I felt like I had just ran a goddamn marathon. I'm not good at these kind of things. Then the doctor said that the chances of my placenta moving are pretty low, and so she wants to book a C-section date. Okay, so I just missed a call from my OB, but she left a message, so I'm gonna see what she had to say.
Just wanted to let you know that the fetal MRI of the brain is normal.
So that's really good news. I was also being told that I was gonna probably need a C-section for placental previa. I went for an ultrasound on Friday, and good news, they had told me that it has moved. I was terrified of a C-section. I don't have to get one anymore. I'm sure I'm not the first or the last mother who's probably going to go through a similar situation as this. After 8 long weeks, all of those things ended up not being true. So I guess the point is, modern technology can be both a blessing, but it can also be a curse. Even if they do find something wrong on the ultrasound, there is hope that everything is still going to be normal and okay. Just because they see something doesn't mean that anything's gonna be wrong. Of course, we're truly and incredibly thankful that in our situation, everything turned out to be okay. And so yeah, without a scheduled C-section for 37 weeks, we are just on baby watch, which will be 1 week to 3 weeks.
The baby? That's your baby. That's Quinny's baby.
There's a spine.
That's a spine. Isn't that cool?